Topics and highlights of today. First, how do we understand that God created us free? What do we mean by this? Where do we learn this? Second, that freedom that we possess, what exactly are the aspects or dimensions of such? Because we talk about freedom in our day-to-day conversations. Now, we are talking in this class about a different freedom. So how do we understand it somehow? The third, what makes a person free? What exactly is the essence of freedom? Now, what is it for? Number 4 is, how do we look at this gift from the perspective of the Bible, from the perspective of the history of how we are saved? Number 5, now we know that freedom is connected to many things. Connected to the truth, it's connected to the good. Now, let's focus on number 5, the connection or freedom and the moral good. And then last but not the least, the 6th point is, how do we respect others' freedom and why do we need to do this? We have studied this great gift that God gave us. Something that you don't normally notice because you're doing things blank. Now, but you detect immediately as soon as you think about it. And this is the gift of freedom. This gift, because of our misuse of it, was subjected to the bondage of sin that really enslaves. This gift has one end, very clear. It's the essence of such. And that is the love for the good. It is given to us by God, in fact, Catechism says, so that we can know the Creator spontaneously, give Him glory, and for our perfection. Because we are created in image likeness of God. And this gift has to be treasured. It's not something to be easily treated with. No? We have to form our freedom and help others also to form freedom. We realize that we are not alone in this use of freedom, because this freedom, after its subjection to the bondage or slavery of sin, it is redeemed by our Lord Jesus Christ. And in fact, gives us even the grace. The more we love God, the more we love also the good, freer we are. Freedom is not just the volume or the many choices that are presented. It's not definitely in simply doing what I want. Otherwise, we will be enslaved by sin or vice, just like that image I showed you. It's rather for the love of God. I go back to the same point. We also mentioned the certain dimensions of freedom, from constraint, freedom of choice, and freedom also of the moral plane. These are so important, but the real essence is love. We are created to love, and that's why we're free. And this is something that only human beings of all creation can experience, and we have to use it very well, this capacity. Make it grow. It's Veritatis Splendor. The Holy Father said it's a seed that we'll have to make sprout and likewise nourish. Our freedom grows until it is arriving at that love for God.